Hi, good morning everyone. Today we are going to see how we can compute the cost of equity capital. The last three sessions we have seen the meaning of cost of capital, the computation of debt capital, cost of debt capital, the computation of cost of preference share capital. Now we are going to see the computation of cost of equity capital. In all the above discussions, we have seen that the cost of capital is nothing but the minimum rate of return expected by the investors. The rate of return expected by the debenture holders is the base for determining the cost of debentures or debenture capital. Similarly, the rate of return expected by preference shareholders is the base for determining the cost of capital of preference shareholders. Likewise, the rate of return payable to the equity shareholders should be the cost of equity capital. The equity shareholders will not get a fixed rate of dividend. They will get dividend only if there is surplus profit. Thus, some investors are of the opinion, or some experts are of the opinion, that there is no cost on equity share capital. But the argument cannot be accepted because each equity shareholder, while investing an amount in the business, they are expecting a minimum rate of return. Thus, the cost of equity capital is the minimum rate of return which the company must earn to give reasonable surplus to the equity shareholders. However, the rate of return on equity share is something which cannot be predetermined, and hence computation of cost of equity is done by using various methods. So now we can see how to compute the cost of equity capital. There are four methods for computing the cost of equity capital. The first one is dividend price method. Second one is dividend price or dividend yield plus growth method. And the third one is earning price method. And the fourth one is realized profit method. So first we can see what is meant by dividend price method. Under dividend price or yield method, we are making a relative comparison of the dividend and at the same time the net proceeds. So here KE equal to D divided by NP. KE means cost of equity. So cost of equity KE equal to D divided by NP. D equal to dividend expected to be paid per share. Dividend expected to be paid per share. NP equal to net proceeds of the amount after adjusting premium or discount or any cost of issue. So, if market price is given, the equation will be transferred to D divided by MP. Instead of writing NP, we will write what? Market price, that is D divided by MP. This is the first method. And the second method is dividend yield plus growth method. Under this method, we are taking into account the growth rate also. That is, first we are expected to give 15% dividend. Now we are thinking that we can increase the dividend rate by 2%. That 2% is the growth. It is represented as G. Here the equation is D1 divided by MP plus G. D1 equal to dividend expected to be paid at the end of the year. NP or MP is the same, either market price or net proceeds, and G is the growth rate. So this equation is to find out the cost of equity of under which method, that is dividend yield plus growth method. So here we are taking into account the growth rate also, the growth rate of dividend also. From the last year, we are comparing from the last year how much growth rate is there. The third method is earning price method. Under earning price method, we are finding out the earning per share of an equity share or earning per share. So here KE equal to E divided by P. E means earning per share. How we can find out earning per share? Total earnings divided by number of shares. If it is not given, we can find it like that. That is E divided by E equal to, what is E? Earning per share equal to total number of shares divided by what? The total amount received divided by number of shares. That is E. P equal to price per share. So E divided by P. And the fourth method is, so we have seen that dividend price or yield method, dividend yield plus growth method, earning per share method or earning price method, and the last one is realized yield method. Under this method, the focus is given on expected yield or dividend in future to determine the cost of capital or cost of equity. In other words, the cost of capital estimated on the basis of such projected earnings may prove to be unrealistic or faulty. Therefore, it is argued that the cost of equity should be estimated on the basis of earnings realized by the company in the past. So here we are taking into account the base of taking the past profit as the basis for the present. So under this realized yield method, it focuses on the average dividend or earnings during a specified period to compare the cost of capital. Average earnings, again average of dividend or earnings during a specified period. So here the rate of return is adequate enough to match the cash outflow and present future, and the value of future cash inflow will be the cost of capital. Once again, I will tell you, in other words, the rate of return adequate enough to match the cash outflow and present value of future cash inflows will be the cost of capital. So, all the four we have explained. I will give you some practical problems also from four methods. There may be 2 or 3 questions, but I will explain one each so that you can follow the other questions also. The questions and answers will be given in PowerPoints. Okay, so the first one you can see, that is dividend yield method. Under a dividend yield method, the question is, a new company while issuing 10 rupees equity shares expect to pay a dividend of 12%, which is the expectation of shareholders too. The flotation costs are estimated at 5% of face value. Compute the cost of capital if issued at par. That means of the same face value at a premium of 50% and at a discount of 10%. First we can see issued at par. The formula is KE equal to D divided by NP. What is the D here? Dividend expected to be paid. How much is the dividend expected to be paid? 12%. 12% means how much? 12 by 100. How much it will be? 0.12. So dividend of 10%, 12% on 10 rupees. 10 rupees is the face value. So it is coming 1.2. Don't take 12%. Calculate 12% on 10 rupees, that is 1.2, that is D. And NP is net proceeds. The actual value of a share is 10 rupees. Here there is no premium or discount. 5% of face value will be taken. So 5% of 10 rupees is 0.05. So 10 minus 0.05 is the NP. So 1.2 divided by 10 minus 0.05. It is coming into 100 if it is given 12.63%. Otherwise it is 0.1263. In the second case it is issued at 50%. D will remain the same, 1.2. NP will be changing. NP will be 15 minus 0.05. How you got the 15 rupees? 10 rupees is the face value and 5% premium is given. So 10 plus 5% premium, 15 rupees minus the brokerage cost of 0.05. So the answer is coming 8.28% and issued at a discount of 10%. Here discount is given, so 10 minus 10% discount, 1 rupee discount, it is becoming 9. From this 9 you have to deduct the brokerage cost of 0.05. Then it is coming 14.12%. This is the practical problem for the first method, that is dividend price method. Now we can see dividend yield and growth method. In that case, there we are taking into account G also. G means the growth. You can see the question. Here, X Limited issues equity shares of 100 each at a premium of 20%. Flotation cost is given. There is underwriting commission 5 rupees. The company expects to pay initial dividend of 20 rupees per share. Dividend rate will grow by 5%. So 20 rupees is the dividend they were expected to give, but it is they are expected to make it higher by 5%. grow by 5%. Okay, the equation is KE equal to D1 divided by NP plus G. D1 is the dividend expected to be paid at the end of the year, not now paying. Okay, then we have to calculate, that is DO into 1 plus G. DO means what? DO is the present dividend, that is 20 rupees. G means growth. Growth is 5%. So D1 equal to 20 into 1 plus 5% is 0.05. So D1 is coming how much? That you have to calculate 21 rupees. Or you can take directly 20 into 5%. 25% of 20 means 1. So 20 plus 1, 21 rupees. Okay, then issue price is 120 rupees. How it is? 100 rupees share is issuing at 20% premium. So 100 plus 20 rupees premium, 120 rupees. So that is also over. So the answer is 21 divided by 120 minus 5. 5 is the flotation cost, that is underwriting commission given, plus 0.05 growth. So the answer is 23%. Okay, so now we can see the third one, that is earning price method. Under earning price method, the equation is KE equal to E divided by P. So E means the earning per share. We can see the question. The market price of Reliance Limited is 800 rupees per share. It is expected that the earnings per share during the year would be 160 rupees. Compute the cost of capital based on EP ratio. Equation is KE equal to E divided by P. Earning per share, it is given 160. So 160 divided by the market price is 800 rupees. So 160 divided by 800 into 100 if it is given 20%. Otherwise it is 0.2. So that is also over. Third method is also over. And under the fourth method, realized yield method, no practical problem is there. So all the four methods are covered and the practical problems are also given with that. I have explained one problem each and the other problems you can do by taking equations. So all the problems are over. So I think you have understood how to compute cost of equity capital. The next section is computation of cost of retained earnings. By that our computation is over. Now the last session will come. We have to compute the cost of capital, combined cost of capital. So we will see in that session. Thank you very much.